In the second part, you will be learning about classes of share capital. Now let us try to understand the concept of share capital. Capital of the company is not collected in lump sum from any one person, but it is divided into different parts of smaller denominations. Each part is sold and thus the capital is raised. Suppose a company needs 1 crores of rupees for implementing its project. Then these 1 crores of rupees are not collected from a single person. They are divided in 1 lakh parts of 100 rupees each. Each part is called as a share. So there will be 1 lakh such shares of 100 rupees each. Each share is sold for rupees 100 each. 1 crores of rupees will be raised from the general public at large by selling 1 lakh shares of 100 each. So the capital raised through selling shares is called share capital. In the above example, the company is said to have raised share capital of rupee 1 crore by issuing 1 lakh shares of rupees 100 each. Classes of share capital and types of shares are not the same concepts. Let us understand these concepts one by one. Let us first understand the different classes of share capital. It is the maximum amount of capital that a company can raise through selling shares. The amount of authorized capital is stated under the capital clause of the Memorandum of Association of the company. No company can be registered without Memorandum of Association, and therefore authorized capital is also called as registered capital. At the time of registration, the company has to pay stamp duty on the face value of authorized share capital, and therefore authorized share capital is also called as nominal share capital. So remember that the three terms authorized, registered and nominal are synonymous. Now let us assume that the authorized, registered or nominal share capital of the company is of rupee 1 crore divided into 1 lakh shares of rupees 100 each. Issued share capital is that part of the authorized share capital which is issued to the public at large. Unissued share capital is that part of the authorized share capital which is not issued to the public. For example, out of 1 lakh shares, company has issued 60,000 shares of 100 each to the public. Then 60,000 shares of 100 each is called issued share capital. And 40,000 shares of rupee 100 each that are not issued to the public as yet are called unissued share capital. Subscribed share capital is the third class of share capital. Subscribed share capital is that part of the issued share capital for which public subscription is received. Unsubscribed share capital is that part of the issued share capital which is not subscribed by the public. If the amount of subscribed share capital and amount of issued share capital is the same, if issued share capital is 60,000 and subscribed share capital is also exactly 60,000, then it's a case of full subscription. If the subscribed capital is more than the issued share capital, for example, if 90,000 shares are subscribed for but issued share capital is only 60,000, then it's a case of oversubscription. People are ready to buy more shares that the company wants to sell. And when the subscribed capital is less than the issued capital, For example, when 60,000 shares are issued, but only 40,000 shares are subscribed for, that is, people are not ready to buy all the shares that the company wants to sell, then it is a situation of undersubscription. In this example of undersubscription, that is, when 60,000 shares are issued and 40,000 shares are subscribed for, there is a case of unsubscribed share capital to the extent of 20,000 shares. Subscribed share capital is further divided into two classes. Suppose 60,000 shares of 100 each are subscribed for. All these 100 rupees are not called from the public in lump sum. They are called in installments. Accordingly, subscribed share capital is further classified into called up share capital and uncalled share capital. Suppose out of 100 rupees, company calls 80 rupees on 60,000 shares, then it is called called up share capital. In this case, the called up share capital in total is 48 lakhs. And rupees 20 per share that are not called up as yet on 60,000 shares is called an uncalled capital. In this example, uncalled capital is of rupees 12 lakhs. Although company is calling 80 rupees per share on 60,000 shares, it is possible that all shareholders may not pay the call money as and when demanded. Suppose called up amount of 80 rupees per share is received on only 59,000 shares, then the total paid up share capital will be 47 lakhs 20,000 rupees. An hypothetical example in which 80 rupees are unpaid on 1000 shares, that is, rupees 80,000 is unpaid capital. Now let us have a quick look at the various classes of share capital: authorized, registered or nominal share capital, issued and unissued share capital, subscribed and unsubscribed share capital, called up and uncalled share capital, paid up and unpaid share capital. In the next PowerPoint presentation, you will be learning about issue of share capital.